Dairy Drive,
where's that?
It's up in the Ridgecrest.
Where? When? Friday?
Saturday.
Oh, we're live. We are live. Do I have any visitors? Let's see. Do we have any visitors? Hey, Phyllis and Ellen Welland! Hi! Hi, Kathy. Hi, Michelle. Okay, guys. So I have 2 of these. So if this goes really fast, I might do another one. But, so I pulled out some stuff to make this. Come in. First of all, come in. Hi, hello, welcome. It's JoJo from JoJo's Rustic Remnants. Hi, Willie. Hey, Debbie Bennett. Hey, Betty from Carlton, Illinois. I'm going to be in Illinois May 23rd. Hi, Cindy. I sure am. I'm coming to see you, Ellen Wellen. Let's see. If you see splotches on me, it's because I was in there flossing my teeth with the electric thing, and I pressed the button and the water came out and it went all over the place. I wiped off the mirror. I don't know if it got in the ceiling, but sometimes I forget to turn it off before I take it out of my mouth. It goes ka-ching everywhere. Ah, hey, Renee. Thank you for sprinkling. I know, Ellen. I can't wait. I'm going to be there a whole week. I'm probably going to drive him crazy. Are you going to go to that thing for, is it Jack? For the cookbook? And if so, tell me what I'm supposed to wear. Do I have to wear something nice for that book thing? Been waiting to see what you're making with it. Listen, I have done several typewriters. I've done one for my business bud down at the shop. She will not sell it. Everyone is asked to buy it. And I have made another one as a custom order. And then I made a third one. It just depends on when I can get the typewriters. I happen to have 2 in my possession right now. This pretty one right here. Ooh, I'm trying to balance it on this Lazy Susan, which is too small for it, but we're balancing. But all the keys are perfect. This is the part I look for to make sure it's in really good condition. That looks really cute. I like it old and dirty. The other one is a number 5. This one has no nombres on it, and it doesn't tell me how old it is. I think this one is newer. It says product of the United States and foreign patents. Made in the USA. Product of Underwood, Elliott Fisher and Company. It's in super good shape, and I love it. It does say Underwood Standard. So I had pulled out these really pretty ranunculus, thinking that I would do like a super neutral. The one that I had done for my Biz Bud Dawn was these really sort of rustic hydrangeas, and I used a JoJo bush. So I happen to have 2 JoJo bushes here. And I have these, which I love. They're just...
What you're going to do in Illinois?
What am I going to do in Illinois? I'm probably going to do a little fun over at the Waterman's Loft and hang out with Angie.
Yes, we have tickets.
Okay, so do I dress up for that? Because I'm going to need to know what to bring, because Scott said he was getting tickets. Hi, Jill. Hi, Janet. Stevens, I used to type on what I know. Listen, there's not too many things I can claim in my life that I was the first to do, but I will tell you that I was the first class in middle school to have electric typewriters, and we thought we were wicked cool. FYI. Oh, my glasses are filthy. I need new ones. These are scratched to hell in high water, because they don't make them with, like, glass. They make them with plastic. Anywho. So, but then I was digging over in my stash, and I have these beautiful Reagan House crunchy peonies. Thank you, Ellen Wella. I don't want to show up, without the right clothes. So, what are your thoughts? Do you think I should go red? Or do you think I should... I think I'm going to... You know what? I have 2 typewriters. I'll do one We'll start with the white. We'll see what happens. Don't you think it should just be like muted and pretty? What do you think, Mom?
Whatever you want to do, John.
Whatever my heart desires.
Yes.
I don't know what it desires. And I'm really don't know what to do. What to do? What to do? All right, we're just gonna do it. So I apologize if you're seeing the back of this for most of the evening because I cannot work back of words. So here's my
That
thoughts.
thing is a little lumpy dumpy.
What? This?
Yeah.
That's not the typewriter. That's my Lazy Susan or turntable, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of cruddy. And guess what? I may not have. Ooh, I ain't got no gaps and cracks. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm gonna have to go in with the old floral foam. Oh lordy, lordy, lordy. We might be using this.
Judy,
So-
how much weight have you lost and how are you doing it?
Listen, I have lost 29 pounds, and if you are interested, you can now officially message me because I became a coach, so I'm helping other people to get on the lose weight train. It's actually not about, it's less about losing weight and more about gaining a healthy perspective on food and so if you want to know about that, you can just
How's
message
your
me.
eye? Well,
My eye is much better. I'm not having any issues. I don't feel scratchy. Nana says, shh, don't say anything. It's
got enough
at the
going on.
moment it's not scratchy. Yeah. All right. So let's get it together. My pants are falling down. Pants on the ground. Pants on the ground.
This is great. Congrats. Oh, congrats to you.
Thank
The
you.
balloons went up. Did you see them?
The what?
The balloons went up.
Oh, cool. Hi, Betty Burns. Nana sounds like crap.
I'm feeling better.
Hi,
but
Sharon
it sounds
Priester. Did you
terrible.
like the coffee girl? I love her. I love her. Hi, Barbara. Okay, so here's my thoughts. I think I'm going to go in with one of these. Just cutting off me a slice. And typically, I might have to cut this in a couple of fandangled ways. So,
Lisa saw you lost it and I found it.
typically that's what's happening to me. But I have found just a
Oh,
slightly healthier
Dago's
relationship
here.
with food. Dago, how are you? Hi, sweetheart. How's my wreath hubs today? I love the coffee girl so much. She's so stinking cute. All right, so here's my thoughts. I think I'm going to do a little bit in the back over here so we sort of get this angular look, right? So I'm gonna, this is obviously a typewriter you're not gonna be able to use, but you can't really use it anyway. We're going in here. Oops, there's a little thing there. I gotta make a little hole. So, can you see what I'm doing? I'm just making a little splooshy in the center here so that
Levon,
it can run. Hey, Levon! So it can run between there. Dago says hi, Nana.
I know.
Oh, she knows. Excuse me. I don't need to
I'm
tell her
answering
nothing.
him.
Oh, you're answering him. All right. Let's see. Will that go in? Whoops! It went in. And got a little piece. All right. So we've got a little piece back here. I hate this stuff. And that's Nana coughing. She sounds like awful. And we're going to probably do a little piece up there. And then a piece inside my things. Because what I want to see, I don't want to really see the guts. I want to see this stuff. Okay? And we're going to get this in here. Okay. Nobody get triggered. I know. I'm gluing on the typewriter. Yes. This is what I do. I know people will be like, oh, you're ruining it. Ah! I know. I had to get over that myself. So I have made several, and I do love them, and I've never kept one for myself. But I do get to look at one every day at the Pottery Cellar. We're going to do this with, it's cream in sort of olive green, the JoJo bush, and some florals that I got from Waterman's Loft, Greenery Gal. These are Regency, so ribbons to bows. Okay, so let me get my, bloody hell, let me get my act together here. It's hump day, guys. What's happening? Huh? It's not at the bottom.
He's still really tired.
Oh, did you get the iron infusion yet? Well, dude, you are working like a dog. I hope you're drinking plenty of water. Ooh, I know I was supposed to tell him something. What was I supposed to tell him? You told me to post it. Oh, so here's what I did. So I weighed this. I boxed it and weighed it and gave some estimated things. And I put in my address all the way to 90210 in Beverly Hills. And the shipping was $99. So I did put it in my shop. And I listed the shipping at $55. So that it would sort of be split. Hopefully no one in California would want to buy it. But it's $99 from here to California to ship this. It weighs 35 pounds. All right, so let's stop playing with that and let's get to going here. Now, I'm going to leave some of the greenery on.
But you didn't pin it.
Oh, yeah, okay, Ma. All right, don't get worked up. Don't get your apples in an uproar. Don't get your panties in a bunch.
You never do that.
I know I never do it, okay? I'll do it right now. Let's see. Nana doesn't like it when I forget to do this, but you know. It looks casual. Okay, like jeans? Oh, Lord.
You're looking at last year's picture.
I just answered her. You don't hear me talking? How come I can't make a comment on my own thing? Oh, here we go.
She's telling you. She's not asking.
I read it. I read it. I'm happy that you recognize that I lost weight because I'm really in my baggy clothes today and it doesn't really look like I lost weight.
That sure looks good on you.
Oh, it's really
You
just...
be nice to Nana, Dago says.
Dago, listen. The woman who keeps telling me she's not sick. Do you hear her barking like a dog over here? But she's not sick. No.
It's not him.
All right, Elaine, give it me a second. Give me a second.
The Bruins win tonight. They win the series.
I know. I know. Go Bruins. It's your birthday. Okay. Pin. You happy now, Mama?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to put this facing up a little bit because we're going to go back with all that beautiful JoJo greenery. And, because I'm not a huge fan of these leaves. Sorry. I love the floral, just not a huge fan of the leaves. What's great about this is if you get glue strings, it just peels right off. Because it's metal. Hold on. I gotta make sure this sticks. And I'm gonna run a skewer through
What
it.
is JoJo greenery?
Oh, my JoJo greenery is greenery that Michelle buys. She buys this and she named it after me because I buy it by the case. And it is all flocked. It has all these beautiful colors and berries and fern and eucalyptus and all kinds of stuff. It's got all the things. 59891, and you can find it at greenerygal.com/hello/JoJo. It'll take you right to that. Okay, now I need a skewer. A skewer. A skewer. Because this needs to get put down into these spikes so it will stay. So it will stay. I need a hammer. If I had a hammer. I know I had a hammer. Oh, here it is. Hold, please. Usually, I try to do my mechanic work before I get on, but this is good for you guys to see that I really do beat the bejesus out of my stuff. Here we go. So now that piece is not going to move anymore. You just behave right where you are, friend. Okay, so this has to go down and this one has to go up. Come on.
Let's be a dream.
Hi, Patty. How you, Dream? What's happening, people? What's shaking?
Ellen Pastor says Sharon Priester, I agree, it's my favorite.
What's that?
Yeah.
The coffee girl? Oh my God, I love her. I love her, I love her, I love her. I still love the one that I did with the tea and the goods. I love this one. I love them all. I do. I honestly can say I love them all. But certain ones are just like, that girl, she speaks to me. And the other one I did with the tea and the blues and the teals, that one was amazing too. With all the breads and the fruit. Oh, I loved it. So I have my little grouping here, and we're going to embellish with greenery. I'm going to do another grouping up here, and then one coming out the back. So sometimes on the older ones, you don't have this panel here. So I like to work through there. But I can't, so I won't. We're just going to do it up a little bit different. We're going to get this lady to peel around the side like it just grew there. I might have to use both bushes.
Amber says, she just saw your message. Can I call you after your live?
Yeah, Amber, you can call me. You sure can. Were you a busy bee today? I'm glad you got my message because I thought for a second, well, maybe I got the number wrong. Alright, I'm going to need to use my... Maybe I'll just do 2. Can I live with 2, 3? No, I can't. I can't. I cannot do it. You know I like my 3s and 5s. I'm going to pull you and pull it over. I'm working a little bit backwards. I'm going to bend this one a little bit forward.
Have you considered using primitive style dolls with your antique designs?
Some of the primitive dolls, when you say primitive, who's asking that?
Lisa Law.
So some of the primitive dolls are scary. Like they either have like no mouth, like they're trying to say something but they can't, and they're just looking at you with their eyes. Some of them are scary. But if I find a doll that I love, like I've used articulating teddy bears that are antiques. I love those. You know, the ones that move and can do all that. I do love wooden toys. Some dolls scare the bejesus out of me. That's just it. Hers do not. I love them. If it was that face with like really vintage clothes, yes, hallelujah, amen, Sharon Priester, I totally would do that. Like I love ticking with fabric. I love vintage stuff. But I just love those dollies. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we need a little one. There's a little.
It says, my mother-in-law used to collect the dolls with no face. Yeah,
they're scary. They look like they're all trying to say something.
Like my high school typewriter. Yep.
Yep.
Days have passed.
I love these. I just love mechanics of things. I've always been a kid that likes, like, mechanical things. I've always been that girl. I work with my hands. Like I can work with my hands, but my brain ain't so smart. You know, one of those things. I struggled in school because my brain is smart. No, my brain is smart. Listen, it's just that in school, I'm not a person who can read a book unless I love it. Like a book like Of Mice and Men. I could read that book.
Loves this primitive style dolls.
They creep me out. I'm sorry. Where are all my scissors? What's that? I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? So this is what happens to my brain. If I'm reading something, I get distracted, and then I read like the same paragraph like 7 times in a row, and I never get past the story. I'm like, screw it. But something like Of Mice and Men, The Great Gatsby, that have like really good stories to me. I love those. And I could write a book report on that all day long. But if I read it and then immediately had to take a test, forget about it, sister. I just can't do it. My nephew is the same way. He doesn't really retain a whole lot of that.
Nothing. You didn't miss anything.
Michelle. I'm trying to create a linear, sort of abstract look about this Typewriter.
Jill said.
My nephew's the same way. He doesn't have that kind of, like I can watch a movie and be completely enthralled because I'm looking at it. It's like you can feel it and touch it. I love that. I'm going to get in here with some of these.
Jill Birch, I have ADD, and I hope that I am. I don't know what
That's Jill. Yeah, it's a little bit like ADD, a little squirrely. It's a comprehensive issue. So when I do something with my hands, I can touch it, I can feel it, I can maneuver it and remember it. I don't know if that makes sense, but it is what it is, my friend.
Oh, I see what you're thinking and me liking.
Ooh, she sees what I'm thinking.
Tracy likes to work with her hands.
Me too. I'm all about it. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't like to get dirty, but in high school, I had a guidance counselor. So you know those tests, at the time they were called Iowa tests. No, I don't live in Iowa, never lived in Iowa, they're called Iowa tests. And there was a portion of that test that typically males would score extremely high on. It would have a part, like a mechanical part of some kind, and then it would say fit this part to these, and there would be 4 other things to pick from. And women, or I would say at the time girls, young ladies, would not score particularly well in that. The boys would. However, the only time in my life I ever scored like 100% in my life was on that portion of the Iowa test. Do you recall, Mom? This is very important. How could you not recall it? I came home crying because the guy called me a grease monkey. Don't you remember? Okay, so let me explain the whole story. So I went to school. I got that test. They called me into the counselor's office. And he's like, oh, well, your test scores were this and that. They weren't so great in English and math and science, blah, blah. But I want to tell you that when you grow up, you should become a grease monkey. I did not know what that meant. I was in junior high school. Because I didn't know what it meant, and the guy didn't explain it to me. And, of course, my other grades were crap. Clearly. I came home to my mother crying. My God, that grease monkey. Like, I thought it was a negative thing. Didn't realize that he meant I would have great success at being a car mechanic. And I probably would have, because I do like to work on cars. I don't know anything about them, but I do like to work on them. And my friend and neighbor and best friend from high school, well, all my grades, because we grew up next to each other, David Chartier, was a car monkey too. He loved his cars. He had a 442. It was so cool. I loved it. Anyway, I digress. So I came home crying because the guidance counselor said I should be a grease monkey. I didn't know what that meant. As I got older, later on I understood that I can do my own oil change, I can change tires, I can do all that stuff. Did anybody else take this IO test? You guys know what I'm talking about? I'm a hands-on girl. I am. Body burns! Don't get started, friend! Don't get started. Clearly, I was devastated, and it still haunts me to this day. But, so I had this idea. I probably shouldn't say it on here because someone will steal it, but that's okay. I always wanted to open up my own shop that was a mechanic shop, right, for cars. That, stay with me, people. On one side, it would be car mechanics, really done cute, you know, pinks and blacks in 1950s-ish, and all the car mechanics would be women, right? So on the other side, it would be like one-stop shopping. There would be a counter where you could get food. There would be a nail salon, a dry cleaner, and hairdresser, because we like one-stop shopping. You could drop your car off, right? And then at night we would offer lessons like how to check your oil, what happens if your engine light goes on, what do I do if I'm stuck on the side of the road. That would be that part. So you could go and call and get your services done for your vehicle while you're getting your nails done, or having a bite to eat, or reading a book, like have it like a little bit of a lounge. Don't you think that's a wonderful idea? I know everyone thinks I'm crazy.
Debbie said yes. I'm hands-on but hate math.
I know. I don't do the math. Ask Michelle.
Nana's the math girl.
Nana's the math girl, but she's weird, so. But don't you think it'd be a great idea to have this place that would be sort of in the neighborhood that you could, because sometimes, not that all mechanics are like this.
$1 million would work.
Yeah, I need some money to do it, but I would totally love to open up a place like that where women could go and talk to other women about their cars.
I think that sounds like a great idea and lots of fun.
Yeah. And they could learn about their cars if they wanted, if they so chose. Like especially single gals like me that have to do that stuff, like get stuck on the side of the road and have to change a tire. Been there, done that. What?
They don't want to dirty their nails.
Well, they don't have to dirty their nails. That's what I'm saying. But you could learn about your car from other women, because sometimes
I knew more about changing spark plugs and air filters than my brother.
I'm telling you. What's your vocational school?
Willie says, "Mama, I'm a math girl too."
Oh yeah. So yeah, someday if I ever won the lottery, I'd like to open up a beautiful place like that where it would not be seen as so manly. Like men could bring their car there if they wanted.
Said,
but
I remember that test very well. They told my parents it wouldn't be anything but a stay-at-home mom.
Tracy, you know what I'm talking about? Iowa test, right?
Westfield
Iowa, IOWA. I don't know what it stood for, but
Westfield of Dreams.
I saw had the classes for women.
In the evenings for women in the early 70s. It was 1 or 2 evenings.
It's such a good idea, but some people don't want to do that, which is totally fine, because you could just go get your nails done and get your hair done, or sit down at the counter, right, with little spindle stools. It would be all black and pink or red and black. You know, very 1950s looking, but all high tech. And you wouldn't have to feel uncomfortable about talking to your car or have some guy look down at you because you're like, you need the blah, 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 and you go, no, I don't. I just need this. You need 42 belts and a screwdriver and a twist-o-mat, you know.
I know what the test was, and I hated it.
Yes! My mother looks at me like, what the fuck's an Iowa test? Listen.
I know what they are.
You do? Did they have them all over all over?
We didn't have them when I was a kid, no.
No, but I'm like, now they have.
all had them, though.
Yeah. They were horrible. Horrifying. I would be like crying. I didn't want to go take those damn tests. And then to be told, you're going to be a grease monkey when you grow up. I was like, oh, fabulous. I don't know what a grease monkey is because I'm dumb. Whatever. Whatevs. All right. Love that. But I do know how to change a tire. I do know how to change my oil. And my friend David, remember the Buick Skylark? He couldn't get it started, and he showed me, opened the hood, flipped this little thing, put a little gas in there, fired that car right up. Did it all the time. Even though it was like the Fred Flintstone mobile, and below my mats, it literally, I could put my feet out. Like Fred Flintstone.
Julie Bishop's here. Hi, Julie.
Hey, Miss Julie, how are ya? Working on a typewriter. We might work on 2 typewriters tonight. But anyway, that's my life. I was told I was going to be a grease monkey growing up. I probably should have been. Probably make a lot more money than I make now. You know? I'm going to turn this around because I don't like that fern is going backwards. Here we go. Okay, so I have a little bit of green in here I need to hide. Take this apart just a little bit. I don't want this long piece in there. I know, they're all snuggled up together. I don't want to hide too much of the Underwood word. that in there so I don't see the green. Okay, so here we go. This one can go this way. And you.
And they used that against me. And the problem was that
Yep.
I am legally deaf in one ear. And I have to make sure when someone is talking to me that they are looking at me.
You know what's funny about that? My father, and he'll tell you this to this day, my father is a person who would stare at the TV and you'd be talking, and then he would say, "You didn't tell me that." I'm like, "I told you that last night. We had this whole conversation, blah, 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 blah." So then as a kid, I learned to say, Dad, are you looking at me? And he would say, "Joanne, I don't need to be looking at you to hear you." I go, "Yes, you do." Well, now his new wife, my stepmother, says, "It's true. He has to be looking at you to hear what you're saying, because otherwise he's tone deaf. He don't hear nothing."
But look at you now. You're known all over the world.
Who said that?
Barbara Cobb. And
I'm not known all over the
Bonnie
world.
Burns says, love driving a standard. Yeah,
I drive a standard. Yep, my mother had a 240 SX. Yeah, Nana sounds like crap. It's not sexy. She sounds like she's smoked cigarettes her whole life, but she has not. Don't hold it anyway.
The test was replaced by the MCAS.
Yeah, those are awful too. All right, I got a fill in over here. What's that?
They destroyed Nana. Sounds fabulous.
It's awful.
Sounds sexy.
Yeah, it's awful. Awful. She sounds terrible. It makes me nervous because I don't want her popping out any stitches or anything like that. All right, again, I'm going to take off this long burnt. Those tests do pigeonhole kids, and both of my friends are teachers, and they said it just completely crushes any of the creativity for teachers to actually teach something to your children that they want to learn or could learn, because they're so busy teaching your child to pass that test that there's no room for anything else. And it's really very, very sad. We should not have standardized testings for any reason. And in fact, our colleges are not even paying attention to them anymore because there's so few students coming into the system that they can't use it as a criteria to judge their children.
It's just cold. I'm all set now.
Yeah, it's just cold. It's bronchitis. I'm sure it's bronchitis. Okay. Now, that has to go because I want a little trio right there. Make sure I don't see anything. See any. What do you think, Mom? I need a little bit more of this.
Back to my garlic.
I need some of this, and then we're set with this one. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, I'll just cut it. So this side.
It says, "I received a beautiful thank you note from your niece, granddaughter. Hope she has a wonderful experience."
I do too. Thank you so much. She's very, very excited about it. I'm glad you got your note. I took her to the farm last Thursday. She had never been. That was an experience for her too. She's like me. She's an animal lover. Her sweet dog Pumpkin had to have surgery today. I won't, Ma. But I don't know if it's going to work or not. But she's a very sweet girl.
You have a fantastic mind for design, says Trudy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to bring in that white, that little fuzzy white, fuzzy white, fuzzy white, and leading it this way, which means I need a little fuzzy white back here.
Which means that she also received a note.
Oh, good. One there, and then our other one needs to come out over here. I'm going to use a big
She
chunk.
enjoyed watching her at the farm.
I know, she was kind of like a little bit scared, especially when Molly and Randall come running in. It's so loud because that part of the barn is concrete.
Tess is here.
Tess, buddy! Where have you been, girlfriend? Good night, mate! Alright. This piece I'm going to save. And I think that we're done. I can see enough of the word Underwood. I can still see my keys. I have sort of linear situation going on here.
We've been worried about you.
We have been worried about Tess. Where you been, friend? A friend of mine has been in Australia.
Life got in the way, but I know you both.
I know, life is just crazy like that. My friend has been in Australia. Her name's Kara Herman. Her and her mom have been there for like 3 weeks, and they went everywhere. They fed some dolphins. They went to Tasmania.
Has she gone over that bridge? Has she walked over the bridge?
Nana wants to know if you've walked over the Sydney Bridge. Are you going to go there, Mom? Are you going to walk over?
I'm pretty much done with
Nana's done traveling. She said she's done.
between all the airlines.
All right, so what time is it? That only took a half an hour. Let's do another one. I think I'm good with it because these don't take much, guys, because you still want to have, hold on, you still want to have, I don't like the way this wrapper is looking here. Let me fix her. You know, you got to see the mechanics, right? You got to see the machine. Otherwise, if you overdo it, you're never going to see it. Here we go. Oh, that's much more better. Then I don't see that paper.
Well, they can't see it, can they?
Well, I had to fix that one little thing. Just double checking. All right, guys. What do you think? Pretty, very unique, very fun. Yes?
No, I haven't done the bridge. Funny how things in your own country
Oh, it's always the way it is.
enticing.
It's always the way it
That's
is.
always the way.
All right, let me take this bad boy down. Hold on. And now we're going to do another one. Oops, that's going to go there. We're still going to use the JoJo bush. We may need that. We're going to go in with the Reagan house and do one.
Less is more in Underwood decor.
Less is more with Underwood decor. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, I'm going to get this bad boy. Oy. Let me put you away. Okay. Let me grab the other one. Now this one's a gritty one. She is gritty. Oh gosh. Oh, she's gritty.
We have to hold her on the side.
Am I on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at how gritty she is. Oh, she's gritty and rusty. And I want to tell you, I already cleaned it. She's gritty and she's been cleaned. I know you don't think so, but she's been cleaned. But I like it dirty, man. This one, we might do something like that. Maybe. Oh, I forgot how to put it back over. I know I can.
Press the bar at the bottom.
No. No, it's... Oh, shoot. I forgot. There we go. It's this bar. Maybe a little bit cockeyed. We'll leave it a little cockeyed. Okay. Let's take out some of these. And let's switch up. Let's do... Can I use this? This is pretty. It's a little dustier.
I dreamed that I did the bridge and also climbed halfway Ayers Rock in the middle of the country.
Oh.
Experience spent about 5 weeks. Awesome.
If I go to Australia, I'm going for at least a month. Come on now. There's so much to see. Okay. Let me think. All right. I'm not going to do that linear thing on this one. I think my pants are falling down. I think
A doll would be just darling on that.
I know, but I don't have one. I don't have one that's appropriate for this. Miss Priester, get on it. I need some typewriter clothes. Hey, Angie, how are you?
You have some in the other room, though.
What? No, they're Christmas. I have 2 Christmas.
Julie says, Jojo, I'll go with you to Australia.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to go there. I used to love that actor. I still love him. I just haven't seen him in anything. Simon Baker. You know Simon? I loved the show The Guardian.
Marilyn,
That show was amazing.
I'll be saying what you want, tackle, and make beautiful.
What's that? I'll be dang. Who said that? I can only see the thing. I can't see the person's
Marilyn.
name. Marilyn. Listen, I like things. I like mechanics.
Yep, no, not interested in the Rock either. She says, I guess you guys would say similar about the Grand Canyon.
Probably. I've been to the Grand Canyon. It's beautiful. Okay. This one we're going to go in the same way. But...
Door's always open, you know that, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you. Alright. I need to do this. Might be a little bit too short. We're going to get the hammer out. There we go. I'm just doing that so that block can't move. It's getting wedged in between the little... I love this one. The keys. My aunt used to have a necklace that her daughter bought for her with the letter J, because her name's Judy, with a typewriter key. It makes these keys make the most amazing jewelry. Just FYI. Okay. All right, let me get in here. Let me start cutting some of
You need
these.
at least a month.
Yeah.
Also do the Great Barrier Reef. I
Great
also
Barrier Reef.
went to where my uncle was stationed and took photos
Oh my goodness.
for him.
Some of these I'm going to cut long, some I'm going to cut short. I am going to switch it up though and use this greenery because this one is a little bit dull, and while it does work perfectly with this, I think people might get a little bit like,
You know, it's serious when the hammer comes out, says Tess.
I know.
Michelle says, I hear you, Tess. I'm right here in Washington, D.C. I thought of going downtown to see the monuments. Gives me anxiety.
Exactly. Alright, so we're going to work in the top part of this. And we're going to work with this piece of pretty greenery. It's a seeded eucalyptus. It's super pretty. Because these peonies are a darker, crispier sort of color, I don't want to keep, while the leaves really are perfect with it, I want to make it a little bit brighter because it is so dark. I don't want it to,
Lisa Law says, I'm in Virginia and not interested in D.C. or Williamsburg.
Yeah.
I'm not a history buff either.
I hear ya. Anna doesn't like history. Although you did have a good time when you went to, where was it? You went to that ship when you were in Louisiana with Aunt Joanne and Karen. The hotel that was... Tell me.
I can't remember.
You can't remember. You know what it is. You can stay there where in all the rooms and everything's named after everybody and oh gosh. You know what I'm talking about though, right?
I don't remember.
In Hawaii you went to the other one.
Oh, look.
But in Louisiana you went to that place. Call Aunt Joanne. It was a hotel or the ship or something.
The War Museum.
The War Museum. And you can stay there.
When you started with the hotel, I was like, what? Oh,
I know.
I was like, what?
I get distracted. I'm going to have some...
discuss this, saying the least. So my point exactly. But when you travel, you want to see all the tourists.
It's so true. It's so true. All right, you are gonna lean forward. If you got time to lean, you got time to clean. Okay. 3, 4, 5. I'm good with that. What's good about typewriters is they got a lot of nooks and crannies. It's kind of like working on a grapevine to shove stuff.
The sides. This one doesn't have the sides on it.
It doesn't have the sides. It's very true. This one is much older.
What's it got on the side there? It's got the label?
No, the label for this is on the back.
Yep. Oh.
Right back here. It's all labeled back there. It tells the patent. It tells everything on the back. It says, like, it has every date from 1910 through.
But what's on the side thing? It looks like something's written.
This
there.
is a bell.
No. There.
Right here?
What does that say?
Nothing that I can read. It's all back here. 1912 to 1910 to 1924 or something. It's written on the back, all the patent stuff. It's interesting. I find old stuff cool. I don't know. Okay, and I'm loving this greenery. It's brightening it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. You see you wiggle it. Like I said, the glue peels right off. I need one more here. Get up in there. Ouch, burn myself. Wouldn't be alive if I didn't burn myself. You guys, this particular greenery, it's a seeded eucalyptus, PF, like PF Chang's, 172353, and I love it. I love it a lot. I love the little seeded pieces. I love the length. I love that I can cut it. Ooh, I'm hot now. I was freezing before. Now I'm hot. I'm sweating, people. Sweating like a prize hog at the county fair. I lost. Oh, here it goes. We're going to get in there, fill in all our green, because I don't want to see that greenery, or not the greenery. I don't want to see the foam, but I do want some more seeds up in here. Up in here, up in here. Take that other little piece and go underneath this little bud. Okay. I still see my... Now, the back of this needs greenery. Hold those flowers up a little bit more. You know, I do have, this might be nice, hold on. I wish I had some ribbon that had like little typescript on it. That would be adorable, but I do have this really cool scroll. Wouldn't that be pretty? What do you think? Let's try it. Let's try it. Want to try it? Here it goes. This needs a little bit of length right there. Alright, we'll save those two pieces for right this second. And we're going to go in with this really pretty. It is like a velvet burnout. That's all I can describe it as.
Tracy says I like that.
It's pretty. Pretty, pretty. We're going to go over here with it. Nothing huge, I don't think. But let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Would be really cute if I had some like typewriter tea stained ribbon with just typed, you know what I mean.
We don't got it.
I don't have it. I should invent my own.
Jane Funker.
Jane Funker, where you been? How are you? You should be close to me now, right?
She's in Maine.
Yes. How are you,
Good to see
Jean?
you.
How are you feeling?
I
Nana
can't
says
respond
hi.
Because it just says watching, and I can't respond to any of those.
I'm not going to make too many loops. Just a couple, I think. But this is really pretty.
Are you enjoying Maine, Jean?
Jean, Nana wants to know if you're enjoying Maine. My things are not scrolling. I don't have any comments, and I don't see Jean. Alright. Alright, let's cut this a little bit long, just in case.
Time to go buy more ribbons, says Michelle.
I need to find a typewriter ribbon. I don't really want it to say anything. Or you know, like curtains that have like French writing on them? Like that's what I'm thinking of. Okay. Let's see how this works for us. Alright. And I'm just tying this around the mechanics. Come on, baby. Come on, baby, light my fire. Oh, my fat fingers won't go in there.
Tell Jean you got a event in October.
I know.
She's close. I don't know how close she is and how far she's close.
Jean, you gotta come see us in October. We got a big event. Scott's gonna be here. Mr. Waterman in all his glory.
I live in Maine, about 3 hours from you. Hi, Nana.
You gotta come
I'm in
down.
my basement for my shop.
Oh my gosh. Alright. It's tied on there. Cut this little piece off. Okay. Now, I want this tail to come back here between the flowers so we get a little prettiness there. Okay, so that's where we are so far. Okay, and I think I'm going to take this tail and I'm going to give it a little bump. There it is. We're going to bump it out just a little bit. Hey Shauna, hey Nancy, thank you. And I'm going to bring it over. And go around this little piece. I'm wiring it to one of the stems of this eucalyptus. And bringing it around. And I'm going to need another flower under here, but that's my thought process. Let's see. Let's do this and that and this and this.
You are so creative.
Okay. Thank
I
you.
live in Newcastle. If you ever heard of the town called Mascata, I live 10 minutes from there. Where do you live in Massachusetts?
I live in Western Mass. It's called Westfield, but it's in Western Massachusetts. Hold on, I need to fix this pipe there. Oh, I'm sweating. I knew I should have had a t-shirt on. It was just a little too cockeyed for me, so I'm going to bring it down more and go a little straighter down. I'm going to go around one of the keys instead. If I can get my fingers in there without getting caught. Here we go.
What's your thing called? And
What'd she say? Huh?
What's your thing called?
Christmas in New England. Okay, that's better. I think that's better. And we're going to give this a little dovetail. Then, I got a couple more things. I need to have another flower. And we're gonna go. I might need two. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Get in there. Alright. Okay, we got that. And I'm going to use the greenery up here. I already have a bud there, so I don't want to put a second bud. But gosh, I do love this ribbon, y'all. I like it a lot. It's pretty. Go there. Bring the other little greenery out of here. In here. I know I'm mumbling to myself, guys. Sorry. We're designing on the fly.
Jean Bunker with them about 4 hours from my house to your house. What's happening in October?
I
wrote more on Christmas in New England, Michelle Forrest wrote, but I wrote her a message.
First, Michelle, first, not Forrest.
We are in Westfield, Mass. Christmas in New England is going to be in October if you have any interest.
Yep.
Are you enjoying Maine? And
JoJo'sRusticRemnants.com. Scott and I are hosting a retreat here in my hometown. And you could just drive on up. And it's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we're going to go we're going to take in a couple of sites while we're here. One is the Granville Fair. And we're also going to go up to the farm up to the barn, to see my horses and my friends up there, my little four-legged friends. I feel like I need a little something right there.
what a little tail.
A tail, good
What
idea.
are the dates in October?
It is October 5 through 8. It's Columbus Day weekend. So Monday's a holiday here. So you can either travel on Monday or go see fun stuff. Go up to Yankee Candle, go up to Magic Wings, Kringle Candle. There's a whole lot of fun stuff to do out here. Like within 40 minutes of me. Alright, we're going to do a little tail. Good idea, Nana. Good idea. You're on fire, Nana.
Something right for a change.
Oh, Jesus.
Nana did
She's
something
obnoxious.
right.
Don't be obnoxious, old woman. I'm going to pick this, guys, because I want it to go to a specific place. Okay. Not sure about the length of this, but...
Nana saves the day.
Is that Julie? Did Julie say that?
Michelle.
Michelle! You know not to encourage her. She's impossible. Do not encourage her.
Cough.
Don't make her cough.
Go down.
Sit, buddy, sit. He won't go near that cord, Mom.
I can't help it. I don't know what.
Make him sit.
Go.
Okay, one a little longer, one a little shorter. Oh, I'm happy with this. Oh, I'm so happy! This is pretty. I keep messing with my bow.
What's the website I would look up if you can?
It's JoJo'sRusticRemnants.com. Click right in the middle of the page. It includes all of your food.
Michelle posted it.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. You're the bomb.com. Okay, guys. Except for that glue string. What do you think? What do you think? Yes? No? Are we done? Do we need more?
No, we're good.
Do we need more? I'm trying to see it up on there. I think I do. I think I need a little something back up in here. I'm just going to do it. I have the flowers. What the hell? I'm going to do what I want to do. Oh yeah, we're totally doing that. We're totally doing it. Huh? Oh, I left the tag on. What'd you say? There we go. Oh yeah, I think that's mo better. It needed a little bit of something right up in there. Get up in there. Wish I had one more piece of that greenery though. Let's just bend it. Here we go. I want to shorten this a little bit. Oh, okay, now I'm happy. Now we're happy. Cooking with gas now, people. Alright. Doesn't that side look a little better now? Oh, it sure do. If I had another piece of greenery, I'd use one little greenery right there. But I think it's okay. Listen, Jojo Bush, behave yourself. Okay, guys, I think we're done. We did 2 typewriters, one in a cream and green motif, and one in this dark
She
red.
said I will definitely check this out. Sounds like fun. I'm also supposed to go to Katie's in October. So.
Oh, okay. I think we're the week after. I think we're the week after her or 2 weeks after. I can't remember. But either way, it's going to be fun.
Scott's coming.
Scott's going to be here. We're going to go... we're going to take in the Granville Fair. Everything is going to be cooked right there where we are. My friend is doing all the cooking, and she's fabulous. And so your breakfast, lunch, and dinner is included. The only time it's not included is lunch when we go to the Granville Fair, so you can buy whatever you want up there. But everything else is included. The hotel is like 10 minutes from, not even 10 minutes, probably like 5 minutes from the Pottery Cellar, because we're doing it inside the
Starting now.
Mom!
I don't know
Her computer's listening to me. 5 minutes from there, and everything's going to be done in the Pottery Cellar. We're going to be hanging out together, eating together, and just doing a lot of fellowship together. Learning stuff and having fun. Nana made a project that she wants to do with you guys at night, just to show you something quick. The dog's ringing the bell. That means
she's in
nighty-night.
September, not October.
Okay, we're in October. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodnight. I love you so much. Be kind to one another. It's important. Talk to you soon. Bye.